the Gordonsville Tigrettes in Jackson County. On the mound for Gordonsville here this evening is Shelby West. She's getting her warm-up pitches in. Her counterpart today for Jackson County is Destiny Breedlove. We will see her in the field here next inning. Both teams playing for the right to host the sub-state game on Saturday. Gordonsville Tigrettes just 2 games away from returning to Murfreesboro for the state championship tournament next week. It'll be Tuesday through Friday down at Sportsplex number 5 in Murfreesboro. Once again, we have an umpire crew comprised of 3 individuals instead of 2. They always expand the crews for these important postseason games. Already we have a packed crowd here at Trump Harris Park. It's already standing room only here around me. Good crew, or a good crowd, I should say, from Gainesville has made their way down. Has looked down the first base line. A lot of people here to watch this game here on a very, very nice late evening. Temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Virtually no wind to speak of. The flag is draping straight down in center field. Perfect night for some softball here. We're about ready to get underway as the infield disperses. Shelby West on the mound, and she's going to be facing Kate Hughes, the shortstop, number 13 for Jackson County, as this game is about ready to get started. Here's the first pitch by Shelby West. It's in there for a foul strike, and the count goes to 0-1. The Gordonsville Tigrettes defeated Good Pasture 13-3, then Travis County 3-2 in 8 innings, then Travis County 8-0 to win the district championship. Next pitch is in there for a strike. Count goes to 0-2 now on Kate Hughes. And then they beat just the other night Clay County. Monday night by a score of 12-0 to get here. Next pitch is up high. It's going to be a ball. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Kate Hughes. Just underway from Trump Harris Park. Gordonsville against Jackson County for the region championship. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be foul tip back to the backstop. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kate Hughes. Courtney McQuiston on deck for Jackson County. The coaches today for Jackson County is Tina Cassidy and Chris Cassidy and Bethany Johnson. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 2. Count goes to 2-2 now on Kate Hughes. Top of the first, no score. Just underway from Trump Harris Park on a beautiful late afternoon. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing on for strike 3, and Hughes will go down for the first out on a strikeout. One down. Courtney McQuiston, that's McQuiston, the left fielder, will come up to bat now. She's a lefty batter, facing the right-handed Shelby West. Here's the pitch. Is there for a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Destiny Breedlove, the pitcher for Jackson County, is on deck. West looks in. Here's the pitch. It's up high. It's going to be a ball. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Courtney McQuiston. Courtney settles in. Here's the windup and pitch by West. And it's swung on and tipped foul into the backstop. That could be a strike. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes now to McQuiston. Shelby West has been very impressive on the mound during the postseason. She's 4-0 in the postseason so far and has only given up 5 runs over 4 games. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Struck her out as McQuiston goes down swinging. 2 down here at the top of the first, and this will bring Destiny Breedlove. She's the pitcher for Jackson County, number 77. She'll step in. She's a right-handed pitcher. And a right-handed batter, facing the right-handed Shelby West. West looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's a chopper right back to Shelby. She's going to pick it up, throw it over to Ray at first. 40 out. So Breedlove will ground out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jackson County at the end of the half. No score. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
When it comes to electrical repairs and service, you can't afford to take any chance. Go with a company that is considered among the best. Harper Electric. Harper Electric is locally owned and operated and offers commercial, industrial, and residential services to include generator installation, installation of energy-efficient lighting, panel upgrades, and wiring to code. Call Harper Electric today at 615-351-6219 or go online to harperelectriconline.com. Harper Electric, where quality matters. WUCC Carthage. This is a special sports presentation of the Sports Cruise of AM 1350 and 104.1 The Ranch. And now back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
Welcome back to Paris Park. It was a 1-2-3 inning before Jackson County. Now we've been to the bottom of the first. The Gordonsville half. It'll be Griffin, Shelby West, and Robin and Horde due up for the Tigerettes. I want to remind you that the Smith County Fair has new added attraction this year on Wednesday night, July 29th. It's going to be the Smith County versus Gordonsville High School alumni flag football game. And you can go to the Smith County Fair website for complete details. You can get registration forms at our studios. You can also pick up registration forms at the Smith County Property Assessor's Office at Terry Collins. And all the information is listed right there. We're looking for graduates of Gordonsville and Smith County High School that would like to play flag football. They're at least 21 years of age and have graduated their respective high schools. Again, that will be Wednesday night, July 29th, 7 o'clock inside the main arena at the Smith County Fair. Destiny Breedlove, the pitcher for Jackson County, has gotten her warm pitches in. Caitlin Griffin now coming up to the bat, the second baseman, number 16, to lead things off in the bottom half of the first for the Tigerettes. Breedlove likes to wear that protective mask like the catcher wears on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be a ball. It was low. Now goes to 1-0 to Caitlin Griffin. Shelby West on deck. Infield pulling in for Jackson County, anticipating Caitlin to bunt. Here's the 1-0 pitch by Breedlove. And it could be ball 2. Low away again. Count goes to 2-0. They are packed in like sardines, especially down the third base line where I'm located. To see a blue I'm sitting in. Good crowd here tonight at Front Paris. Here's the 2-0 pitch now by Breedlove. It's a pitch. It's a called strike right down the middle. Griffin didn't even attempt to swing. Count goes to 2-1. Bottom of the first with no score. Nobody on, nobody out for Gordonsville. Counts 2-1 to Caitlin Griffin. Here's the pitch. That's an off-speed pitch right down the middle. Count taking up at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The winner of this game will host a sub-state game on Saturday. Here's the 2-2 pitch by Breedlove. Ooh, that's inside. Almost hit Griffin. Count goes to 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. Caitlin steps back in. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. Here's a chopper right up to the second base. It gets by the second base. Second baseman reached out and went right under her glove. So Griffin's going to reach on an error. As Tiffany Kirby for Jackson County could not make the play, she reached out and the ball just went right under her glove. So Sylvie West now will come up to bat with a runner on first. Nobody out. Again, the infield playing in for Shelby. It's not wise. She hits pretty well. Here's the windup and that's rolls across the plate. Ball 1. Griffin thought about taking second, but then goes back to first. Count goes to 1-0 on Shelby West with Robin and Horde on deck. Shelby back in the batter's box to face Breedlove. Here's the pitch. She lays out a bunt. It's going to be popped up right to the third baseman. So Shelby pops out for third as Caitlin Rector makes the play for Jackson County. She popped it up and Rector was right there. She ran in and picked up the ball before it hit the ground. So there's 1 down. Griffin's still at first. Robin and Horde now, third baseman number 10 will come up for that. Horde steps in to face Breedlove. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Shelby Pritchard on deck for the Tigerettes. Robin has stepped out of the batter's box, taking a few practice swings. 1 out, run on first. It's Griffin. Counts 0-1 to Horde. Here's the pitch. 0-2. Wind is now picked up just a little. It's blowing probably about 3 to 5 miles per hour, not much. Breedlove looks in, gets the sign from Kellum, the catcher. Here's the pitch. There's a shot that's going to go. Oh. And again, in the right field where we'll call it a base hit. That moves Griffin down to second. So now the Tiger has had runners at first and second with only one out. Shelby Pritchard will come up with that, the left fielder, number 30. They're going to score that a single. Just over the second baseman's head, Tiffany Kirby of Jackson County. So just like on Monday night, Gordonsville threatening here in the first. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. That goes way high. But Kellum, the catcher, manages to bring it down. The runners hold. Ball one. Kellum had to jump up to get that. Count goes to 1-0 on Shelby Pritchard. Allison West on deck. Breedlove looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's up high, ball two. Count goes to 2-0 on Pritchard. Griffin at first, Horde at first, Griffin on second. One out. Counts 2-0. Here's Breedlove's pitch. That's a called strike. Count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Shelby Pritchard. He steps back into the batter's box. Breedlove gets the sign. Here's the pitch. There's a shot right past the third base limit. And it's going to be foul, they said. That looked like it crossed the bag to me, but they're going to call it foul. I thought it was going to be a single. So they call it foul. They evens it up at 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Shelby Pritchard. That was very close to being a hit. If it crosses the bag, it's supposed to be a fair ball, no matter where it goes after that. It looked like it went over the bag to me. But I'm not the only. 2-2 pitch down by Breedlove. And it gets fouled into the backstop. Count remains at 2-2 to Shelby Pritchard. Kellum tried to get to the ball, but it hit the backstop and out of play. She puts her mask back on, and she's back behind the plate, ready to go. Pritchard back in the batter's box. 2-2 count. Here's a pitch by Breedlove. That's going to be a ball. Full count, 3-2 to Shelby Pritchard now. No score, bottom of the first. 1 out. Gordonsville has runners at first and second. Count is 3-2 to Shelby Pritchard. Breedlove looks in. Here's the pitch. It's ball 4. Bases uploaded. As Pritchard gets first base, Robin Anhor moves down to second, and Kevin Griffin is now on third. And this brings up Allison West. Allison West, the catcher number 7, will come up to bat now with 1 out, bases loaded. If there's any time to capitalize, now's the time. Early in the game when you have the opportunity. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. There's a shot from foul down the third base line. Strike 1. Grand slam would be nice right about now. Count goes to 0-1. Aubrey Hawks on deck. Allison West back in the batter's box to face Breedlove. Base is loaded. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That rolls across the plate. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Allison steps back in. Breedlove looks in, gets a side from Kellum. Here's the pitch. There's a shot. It's going to be a big hit in the left field. 1 level scores. Griffin scores. Here comes Robin Anhor. She'll score. And everybody's safe. Allison West with a 2 RBI single. That scores Caitlin Griffin and Robin Anhor. Shelby Pritchard runs in the third safe. 2-0 now in favor of Gordonsville, and coming in to pitch run for Allison West will be Piper Condit. She'll take over first base. So Condit's at first, Pritchard's at third, still 1 out, 2-0 Gordonsville, and Aubrey Hawks, the shortstop, will come up to bat. Umpire takes a moment, sweeps off the plate. Gordonsville getting out to an early lead just like Monday night when they got out to an 8-0 lead in Clay County. Runners on the corners, one out. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. Looks like she's going to run. Holds it back. There goes Condit. She's going to easily steal second base. Pitch was a strike on the field. Bunt attempt by Hawks. Count goes to 0-1. Now that the runners are at second and third, they don't expect her to bunt now. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Breedlove. Swing the lightning. It's a base hit. Rolls the right second baseman. Goes to first for the out. Oh, she dropped the ball. Everyone's safe. 2-4. Aubrey Hawks will reach on an error as the second baseman, TJ Kirby, tossed it to Allie Anderson at first. Anderson bobbled the ball and dropped it. Hawks is safe, and that scores both Pritchard and Condit. 4-0 now in favor of Gordonsville. Timeout has been called by Tiffany Cassidy, the coach for Jackson County, as the bottom is falling out here in the first inning for Jackson County. All this happening with one out. As Aubrey Hawks hit it sharply to second, Tiffany Kirby fielded it cleanly, tossed it over to Allie Anderson at first, who bobbled the ball and couldn't hold on to it, allowing Aubrey Hawks to reach first safely. And that scored 2 runs as both Pritchard and Condit were hits up play by them, base running wise, to come home. 4-0 Gordonsville. All right, timeout's over. Caitlin Ray now, number 11, first baseman, will come up to bat. Still just one out with Hawks at first. And here's the pitch by Breedlove. It's up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. This has been the Tigerettes' favorite MO throughout the year. Get out to an early lead and sit on. Breedlove, here's the pitch. It pops up to the third baseman and makes the play. So Caitlin Ray pops out to third as Caitlin Rector makes the play for Jackson County. This will bring out Katie Stillsmith, now the right fielder, with 2 outs, runner on first. Stillsmith steps into the batter's box, a lefty batter, to face Breedlove. Here's the pitch. Rolls across the plate. Ball 1. Bottom of the first. 4-0 Gordonsville. There's 2 outs. Aubrey Hawks is your base runner at first base. The count's 1-0 to Stillsmith. She's adjusting her glove outside of the batter's box. Now she steps back in. Here's the 1-0 pitch by Breedlove. That's a shot right to the second baseman. Line south for the third out. Tiffany Kirby makes the play. Gordonsville scores 4 runs in the bottom of the first. After 1 completed, it's 4-0 Gordonsville. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
On 104.1 The Ranch.
NCGC is proud to support Smith County Schools and congratulates the class of 2015. As you've read from Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the one who will decide where to go. NCTC wants you to know that the sky's the limit, and the best is yet to come. Congratulations, graduates.
And now, back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
Welcome back to Club Paris Park, where the Gordonsville Tigerettes have scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first to lead it 4-0 as we go to the top half of the second inning. Once again, log on to our website to check out on everything that we're doing at www.1041theranch.net and click on the links for sports, community, and church happenings and a whole lot more. Want to say hello to all those listening in online today, listening to our ball game anywhere in the world. Gordonsville out to a 4-0 lead after 1. Here in the top of the second is going to be Tiffany Kellogg, the catcher, followed by Tiffany Kirby and Caitlin Rector. That's who's due up for Jackson County. The infield meeting on the mound. Now it breaks up as they all go their separate ways. And the top of the second is about ready to go underway. 4-0 Gordonsville in the region championship game. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike to Kellogg. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Chevy West continues dominant on the mound here in the postseason for Gordonsville. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Keller. It's up high, ball one. Count goes to 1-1. One ball and one strike. Gordonsville's last two playoff games were shutouts. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Count goes to 1-2. They struck out Gordonsville County in the district championship and 8-0, and they shut out Clay County Monday night 12-0. Here's the 1-2 pitch now. Big swing and strikes her out. Keller goes down on strikes. One down. One out here on the top of the second. Now Tiffany Kirby, the second baseman, will come up. Tiffany Kirby, number 22, second baseman for Jackson County. To face Shelby West. One out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. It's the ball outside. Count goes to 1-0. If you're just joining us, Gordonsville scored 4 in the first. They lead it 4-0 over Jackson County. We're at the top of the second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And it's fouled just to the backstop. Shelby was up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Jackson County dugout being very, very vocal over there. It's a play that some teams like to use. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung out for strike 2. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. On Tiffany Kirby with Caitlin Rector on deck. Kirby steps back in to face West. West gets the side from her sister West. Here's the pitch. Swung on for strike 3. 2 down. And that's Shelby West, 4th strikeout in 5 batters. Here comes Caitlin Rector, the third baseman, number 16 for Jackson County. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second inning. Shelby West looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. Tries to lay out in front. It goes foul. Strike 1. Popped up in foul territory. Count goes to 0-1 on Rector with Allie Anderson on deck. Rector trots on the back, picks up the bat, looks down at her third base coach. Now we'll step back in the batter's box. Looking at an 0-1 pitch from Shelby West. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, big swing. Count goes to 0-2. Shelby West looking for strikeout number 5. Rector steps back in. Shelby looks in. Here's the pitch. It's a ball outside. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Caitlin Rector. Rector steps in. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's ball 2. They even count at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rector back in to face Shelby West. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung for strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts in this inning. That will retire the side at the end of 1.5. It's 4-0 Gordonsville. You're listening to the Game of Week.
Congratulations on a job well done. Here's to the class of 2015 from everyone here at AM 1350 and 104.1 The Ranch.
This is Johnny Law. At Citizens Bank, we place a special emphasis on getting to know our customers. We work hard to understand your unique financial needs and then go out of our way to serve you to the very best of our ability. We can adapt and respond quickly to provide you with the financial products and services that will best meet your individual needs.
Citizens Bank, traditional banking at its best, with offices in Carthage, South Carthage, and Gordonsville. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And now back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
And welcome back to Club Paris Park for this region championship game between Gordonsville and Jackson County. The Tigrettes lead it by a score of 4-0 as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Don't forget, once again, that 104.1 The Ranch will bring you another outstanding concert during the Smith County Fair like we have in the past. This time around, it's Thursday, July 30th, and it's going to be Wayne Hayes live inside the sponsored at the Smith County Fair, brought to you by 104.1 The Ranch. It'll be Valerie Cowan, followed by Caitlin Griffin and Shelby West. That's who we should do up for Gordonsville here. In the bottom half of the second, they lead at 4-0. Valerie Cowan now will step in to face the pitcher, Destiny Breedlove of Jackson County. Here's the pitch. It's called strike. The count goes to 0-1 to Valerie Cowan. Cowan, the number 9 batter in the lineup. She steps in. Here's the pitch by Breedlove, and it skips across the plate. It's going to be ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Gordonsville exploded for 4 runs in the bottom of the first. Lead at 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. The Shadows are completely over the infield now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball 2. Count goes to 2-1 on Valerie Cowan. The Shadows cover the entire infield, and they cover left field. Center field and right field still in sunshine. Count goes to 2-1 on Cowan. Breedlove looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. It could be 3-1. 3 balls and a strike now to Valerie Cowan. Trying to get a leadoff walk. She can get it. There's a packed house today here at Crump Paris. Here's the pitch. There's the call strike. We have a full count now, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We have people outside of the outfield fence up on the hill there with rock chickers. They're watching the game from up there. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And it's ball 4. It rolls across the plate. And Valerie Cowan will be awarded first base. So with nobody out, Gordonsville has run around first. We go to the top of the order. It's Caitlin Griffin. Reached on an error back in the first inning and had a run scored. She's a lefty batter. And she'll step in here momentarily, getting some last second instructions from Coach Bush down there. Now she'll step into the batter's box to face Breedlove. Here's the pitch. Tries to lay down a bunt. It skips across the plate, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Griffin not known as a power hitter. He likes to bum a lot. Very good defensive player, though. Here she steps in. 1-0 pitch upcoming from Breedlove. Wind up and the pitch. Lays down another bunt. Goes foul. Count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike now to Caitlin Griffin. Shelby West on deck for Gordonsville. Griffin comes on back, picks up the bat. Gets more instructions from Coach Bush. Counts 1-1. She steps back in. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. Another ball laid down, goes right to the third base for the Rector, who's only played at the first. Get out the throw. Griffin beats out the throw. Nice hustle by Caitlin. She gets an infield single on that. Moves Valerie Cowan down to second. Caitlin Rector, the third baseman for Jackson County, he rushed the ball, picked it up, made the play, throw to first, but it was not in time. So Griffin gets the infield single. So now there's runners at first and second, nobody out, and Shelby West is up. She had a pop out back in the first. Here's the pitch. She was, they're going to call that a foul ball. Looks like a hitter. I thought a hitter. They say it hit the bat. So they're going to call that a foul tip. Strike 1. Looks to me like a hitter in the arm. The umpire said hit the handle of the bat, so it could be a foul tip. Count goes to 0-1. Here's the pitch. Another bunt attempt. Lays it down. Goes right back to Breedlove. Tries to throw to third. Puts out at third. So Shelby West goes into a fielder's choice. That moves Griffin down to second. Valerie Cowan's thrown out at third on the force out. So there's 1 out. There's still runners at first and second. And Robin Ann Hort, third baseman, will come at the bat. She had a single back in the first for the run scored. Shelby West, her bunt attempt went right to the pitcher, who picked it up and threw it over to third. Alexa Underwood coming in to pinch run for Shelby West. So Underwood's at first, Griffin at second for the Tigrettes. his lineup card. Now he has his mask on. We're ready to go. Robin and Horde steps into the batter's box. Runners at first and second, one out. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. A shot right to third baseman Rector, who will step on the bag for the force out at third, so that's another fielder's choice. As Griffin is forced out at second, Underwood moves down to second base, and Robin and Horde occupies first. 2 outs now. Shelby Fisher will come up the bat. Shelby had a block back in the first inning and a run scored. So runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Horde at first, Underwood at second. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Gordonsville had some early base runners and then 2 consecutive fielder's choices with force out to third for 2 outs. Counts 1-0 to Pritchard. Here's the pitch. That's fouled over the dugout down the first base line. That'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike to Shelby Pritchard. Alexa Underwood at second. Robin and Horde at first. With 2 outs. 4-0 Gordonsville, bottom of the second. Here's the windup and the pitch by Breedlove. There's a shot right up to the shortstop. We'll throw it to first. Safe. First baseman honors the ball. Shelby Pritchard will reach on an error. And that moves everybody up. Underwood's now at third. Horde's at second. Bases are loaded. Should have been an easy play. But the first baseman for Jackson County experiencing difficulties today. That's Allie Anderson. Again, bobbles the ball at first on a sure out. Allison West now will come up the bat. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Makes a shot right to the shortstop again. He will tag the runner out at first for the out. This the runner throw to first for the out. So Allison West will round out the short as Kate Ho Hughes makes the play for Jackson County. So Gordonsville threatened but did not score. At the end of 2 complete, it's 4-0. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
On 104.1 The Ranch.
NCTC is proud to support Smith County Schools and congratulates the class of 2015. As you've read from Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. NCTC wants you to know that the sky is the limit, and the best is yet to come. Congratulations, graduates.
And now, back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
Welcome back to Crump Bears Park. We look to the top half of the 3rd inning as Gordonsville leads Jackson County 4-0 in the region championship game. Our sister station, AM 1350, has openings on Sunday morning for church and or religious programs. For a complete list of times available, just go to our website at www.1041theranch.net. For complete details, give us a call at the station at 615-735-1350 or email us at info@1041theranch.net. Due up for Jackson County in the bottom half, or actually the top half of the 3rd inning, will be Allie Anderson, followed by Courtney Davenport, and then Rebecca Collins, the 7, 8, and 9 batter in the lineup. So far, Jackson County, their first 6 batters, 5 have struck out, and 1 hit a ground out. Allie Anderson, the first baseman, in batter's box to face Shelby West. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Count goes to 0-1. No balls and a strike.
Allie Anderson on that court.
Anderson's number 10 for Jackson County. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Sun getting low behind us. This is a later than normal start at 6 o'clock. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a called strike right down the middle. Count goes to 1-2 now on Allie Anderson. We're on the top of the 3rd, and it's 4-0 Gordonsville. Here's the pitch. At the ground to right back to West. Throw over to Ray at first for the out. And Anderson will ground out to the pitcher. Call that Davenport, the designated hitter now, will come up the bat. Courtney's number 20, the DH today. She steps into the batter's box to face Shelby West. Here's the windup and a pitch. It's a called strike. Pass found down the middle. That was a nice pitch. Count goes to 0-1. Rebecca Collins on deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And it has to be low. Oh, they said a hitter. So she's going to be awarded first base. I didn't see it, but evidently must hit her in the foot. So Davenport draws the walk. Rebecca Collins now will come up the bat and center fielder number 5. So Jackson County has their first base runner of the game on a hit by pitch. Looks like she's scoring up the butt. She laid the butt right down the first base line. And they tag her out. No, they don't. She's safe. I thought they tagged her. They're appealing. And they're going to say that she missed her. She's safe at first. Timeout's been called. It was a butt down the first base line. Caitlin Ray came off the bag to get to it. Shelby West ran to it, picked it up, tried to tag. It looked like he got her, but the umpire said no. I think the play's going to stand to go with an infield single when it's all said and done. That's going to move Davenport down to second. They're still appealing. Let's see what they call. And it looks like it's going to hold up. Oh, they call her out. No. They say she's out. The umpire just walked up to her and said that she's out. And Rebecca Collins not happy about that. She's ground out to the pitcher. So there's 2 out. The next batter is Kate Hughes. She takes the first pitch for a ball. Kind of goes to 1-0. So Gordonsville wins to the field. That moves Davenport back down. But she's still at second. Pops up the second pitch. They'll be getting under it, 40 out. So Hughes will pop out to second base. Kind of an unusual inning there, but Jackson County fails to score. At the end of 2.5, it's 4-0 in favor of Gordonsville. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
On 104.1 The Ranch.
If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for a great deal. Only Dish offers free HD for life and premium movie channels free for 3 months, including Blockbuster at home. Save a bundle when you combine DishNet high-speed internet with your TV service. Get more for less with Dish. Visit Shoulders TV Incorporated, your Dish authorized retailer, or call 615-735-0687 for details. Limited time offer. Dish TV and internet require separate 24-month commitments and credit qualification. Cancellation fee, monthly equipment fees, auto pay with paperless billing, and restrictions apply. DishNet not available in all areas. Call for details.
And now, back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
Welcome back to Tom Paris Park as we go to the bottom half of the third inning as Gordonsville leads Jackson County by a score of 4-0 in this region championship game. Both teams will go on to sub-state play, but the winner of this game gets to host a sub-state game on Saturday. The sub-state game is an elimination game. Whoever loses this game today would have to go on the road Saturday to play a sub-state game. Gordonsville leads it by a score of 4-0. We look at Gordonsville here in the bottom half of the third will be Aubrey Hawks, followed by Caitlin Ray and Katie Skillsmith. Aubrey Hawks are ready to step into the batter's box. Still on the mound for Jackson County is Destiny Breedlove. Aubrey adjusting her batting glove. Now she's in. Ready to go. Breedlove looks in. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. 4-0 Gordonsville. Nobody out, nobody on. Counts 1-0 to Aubrey Hawks. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And that's going to be a ball outside. Count goes to 2-0. It looks like a strike to me, but oh well, I'm not complaining. 2-0 is the count. That'll be a little bit of a homer. Count goes to 2-0. Here's the pitch. Alford is that rolls across the plate. Count goes to 3-0 on Aubrey Hawks. The wind has totally died down once again. Breedlove looks in. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Hawks. Has ball 4 on 4 pitches. Hawks will be awarded first base on a walk. Base on ball. Caitlin Ray now, the first baseman, number 11, will come up. Caitlin had a pop out back in the first inning, her previous at bat. Timeout's been called. As Coach Bush called Caitlin number 2 here. As she walks back into the dugout. Oh, she didn't have the roost protector on. Now she'll come back out. Caitlin now steps back into the bat spot, ready to face Breedlove. Nobody out. Run first. That's Hawks. 4-0 Gordonsville. Lays down a bunted tip. Miss for strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. We're in the bottom of the third, and it's 4-0 Gordonsville. The other game is Marion County and Sail Creek. Try to get an update for us. Next pitch, the bunt right down third base line. Rector gets it, goes first. That's once again. They cannot make the play at first base. This is on there. Now there's a throw here. It's here calling Fox. This is all the way to the third. And now Ray finds up at second base. So Caitlin Ray reaches on an error. And he drops it still. Lines up on second base on a throwing error. That's still dropping. Rector, the third baseman for Jackson County, made the play, threw over to first, and once again, Allie Anderson drops the ball at first base for another error. And then another throwing error allows Aubrey Hawks to score, and allows Caitlin Ray to move down to second. So it's 5-0 Gordonsville. Now Katie Steelsmith comes up to bat. First pitch from the second baseman, who snags out of the air. So Steelsmith lines out to second. As Tiffany Kirby makes the play, snatches the ball right out of the air. She looked over at second base to see if she could double up Caitlin Ray, but no one was covering the bag. So Ray is still at second safe. Valerie Cal will step up to bat now with 1 out, runner at second. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. That's a shot right down third base line, foul, just foul. You strike 1. No, Val, that's it, bud. That's it. So there's 1 out, runner on second, that's Caitlin Ray. Gordonsville leads it by a score of 5-0. There's been some strange goings on here in the last couple of innings. Counts 0-1 to Valerie Cowan as Breedlove looks in. Here's the pitch. And it's a call strike low. Cowan didn't like that call. She looked away from the ump and gave a face. Cowan goes 0-2. Breedlove looks in, gets time from Keller. Here's the windup and the pitch. There's a shot right up the middle. The pitch is to center field. Here comes Steelfish. He's going to score. And it's flipping now in favor of Gordonsville. And Caleb, they almost for second. My bad. As Cowan gets a single and an RBI. 6-0 now in favor of Gordonsville. Caitlin Griffin, now we go to the top of the order, will come up to bat for the third time today. She reached for an error in the first and a single on the second. She has a run scored. 6-0 Gordonsville, still 1 out. Runner at first, that's Valerie Count. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And that's going to be fouled down the first base line. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Capacity crowd here, especially down the third base line where all the Gordonsville baseball hang out. I'm literally in the crowd once again today. Count goes to 0-1 on Caitlin Griffin as she steps into the batter's box. Here's the windup and the pitch by Breedlove. It's up high. It's going to be ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Griffin takes a few practice swings off to the side. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, 6-0 Gordonsville. Breedlove looks in. Here's the pitch. There's a shot right back to Breedlove. When it snags out in the air, they're going to double up. No, she gets back safe at first. Griffin lines out to the pitcher. For out number 2, they tried to double up Callan with a snap throw back to first. But Allie Anderson, who's been having a great deal of problems at first base, and they dropped the ball once again, so they couldn't double up Callan. This will be Shelby West now, coming up the bat with 2 outs. Here's the Breedlove to call strike. Count goes to 0-1. Shelby had a pop out in the first, and then hit into a fielder's choice in the second. 2 outs, runner at first. Count 0-1 to Shelby West. Here's the lineup of the pitch by Breedlove. There's a shot out to left field. It's going to be foul. That was a pretty good shot. Sounded like he hit a vehicle out there in the parking lot. Count goes to 0-2. That's just a long strike when it's all said and done. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs to Shelby West. Allen's still your base runner at first for Gordonsville. 6-0 here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. There's another shot at the base hit to left field. And it's going to be a single as Callan holds up at second. So Shelby West gets a single. Moves Callan down to second. And Gordonsville has runners at first and second with 2 outs. Robin Ann Horde will come up to bat now. She had a single with a run scored in the first and hit into a fielder's choice in the second inning. Alexa Underwood once again will come in to pinch run for Shelby West. So Underwood at first, Callan at second. Those are your base runners. As we wait on Robin Ann Horde to step into the batter's box to face Destiny Breedlove, pitcher for Jackson County. 6-0 Gordonsville. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a called strike. That was right down the middle. Count goes to 0-1. Robin Ann steps way out of the batter's box to take a few practice cuts. Now meander back. Looking at an 0-1 pitch from Breedlove. Here's the pitch. Oh, that was going to be a ball, but she swung at it anyway. And it fouls down the third base line. It'll be strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. That ball was about to skip across the plate. She swung at it. Went foul. Count to 0-2 now with 2 outs. Still have runners at first and second. Here's the windup and the pitch by Breedlove. And that's going to be a ball. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lights are on now here, Crump Parish. We still have sunshine in right field. That's about it. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Here's a shot out to left. Left fielder getting under it. And Callan, falls out of her glove. Here comes Callan. She's going to score. Through the fit and out in time. She's safe. And Robin Ann Horde reaches for a 2-base error. As the left fielder, Courtney McQuiston, the ball was in her glove and then she just dropped it. 2-run score. As I catch up on my scorecard here. As Mallory Callan scored, actually one run scored, as Callan scores at 7-0. And we have runners at second and third. And here's Shelby Pritchard. And the first pitch is a strike. 7-0 Gordonsville. As Robin Ann Horde now sits at second, and Alexa Underwood is on third with 2 outs. The count's 1-0 to Shelby Pritchard. Here's the pitch. It's a shot right to the shortstop. A little bit. Can't get the play. It bounces out into left field. 2-run score. That's going to be a base error. As Shelby Pritchard reaches on an error and 2-run score. And Underwood comes in, as goes Robin Ann Horde. As the shortstop, Kate Hughes, they hit the heel of her glove and bounced out into left field for an error. 9-0 Gordonsville now, as Allison West will step in. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike. Count goes to 0-1. Shelby Pritchard's your base runner at first now with 2 outs. 9-0. As both Robin Ann Horde and Alexa Underwood scored on that last out, or that last scoring play. Here's the pitch. It's popped it up. And down the first base line, just over the fence foul. Count goes to 0-2 to Allison West. ball. Count goes to count should be 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Allison West. Gordonsville's almost batted around. In fact, they have. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And almost over the head of the catcher. Snapped up and down the first inside. He's back in time. Count will go to 2-2 on Allison West. And Shelby Pritchard had done back in the first base. Snapped over by Keller. Almost caught it off guard, but she's safe. Count goes to 2-2 with 2 outs to Allison West. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And the shot fell down the third base line. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gordonsville has given themselves a pretty good cushion here. And they lead at 9-0. Things are looking good for a 6 o'clock game on Saturday night right here at Club Paris. And this hole. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And snapped down the first again. But the runner's back in time. Shelby Pritchard. The pitch was a ball. Count goes to 3-2 with the full countdown at Allison West. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. 3-2 pitch. She swings at it, but it goes foul. Into the crowd. Everyone kind of started there. Someone got a souvenir. Count remains at 3-2 to Allison West. West steps out of the batter's box. Now she'll step back in. 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And swung on. He fouled down the first base line. She's out of play. Count remains at 3-2. Allison West battling the pitcher here at the plate. Destiny Breedlove is the pitcher for Jackson County. She's given up 9 runs, but to her credit, of those 9 runs, only, and I look at my scorecard, only 4 are going to be earned. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And it's going to be a ball, and it's a walk. And Allison West reaches first base. On a base on ball, that will move Shelby Pritchard down to second. So Gordonsville's batted around, and then some. This inning, as Condit comes in to pitch run for Allison West. Aubrey Hawks will come up to bat for the second time this inning. She had a walk earlier this inning, and she reached on an error in the first. 9-0 still. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Condit at first, Pritchard at second. As Hawks is at the plate. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And it's going to be a ball. The count goes to 1-0. Gordonsville with 4 runs in the first, and so far with 5 runs in the third. Here's the 1-0 pitch by Breedlove. It's going to be outside, ball 2. She's in danger of loading it up again. Aubrey takes a few practice swings. Counts 2-0 with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. And it's a called strike. Count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Condit at first, Pritchard at second for the Tigerettes. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. Swung on, goes right between Rector's legs at third. Here comes Pritchard. She's going to score on the error to make it 10-0 in favor of Gordonsville. As Aubrey Hawks will reach on an error. That is the 6th error for Jackson County of this game. As Condit moves down to second, Caitlin Ray will step in the bat now. 10-0 Gordonsville. Here's the pitch. That's fouled down the first base line. Strike 1. So Aubrey Hawks is your base runner now at first. And Condit is your base runner at second for Gordonsville. As this nightmarish third inning for Breedlove continues for Jackson County. They've given up 6 runs now. Here's the pitch. As the ball gets by the catcher, both runners are going to move up 60 feet. Hawks now at second. Condit's at third. Starting to lose my voice. Caitlin Ray will step back into the batter's box. It's a 1-1 count on her. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. It's playing right to the second baseman who will scoop it up over the first for the out. And that's the final out. in favor of the Tigers. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
Congratulations on a job well done. Here's to the class of 2015 from the sports crews of AM 1350 and 104.1 The Ranch.
The spring season is upon us, and now's the time to start thinking about your outdoor lawn equipment. DT McCall & Sons is a top 5 Cub Cadet dealer in the United States and has Cub Cadet riding mowers with 42 to 54-inch decks. And when you purchase a Cub Cadet mower from DT McCall's, you'll be getting access to their in-house service department. With a large selection of Cub Cadet mowers, free delivery, and an in-house service department, why go anywhere else? Go online to dtmccalls.com to browse the selection or swing by one of their 5 locations or call 735-0165 today.
And now, back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West on 104.1 The Ranch.
Welcome back to Club Harris Park. We go to the top half of the 4th inning. Gordonsville leads it by a score of 10-0 over Jackson County in this region championship game. And I was looking over my scorecard between innings there, and Jackson County had committed 7 errors in the field. And of the 10 runs that Gordonsville has scored, only 3 of them were earned. It's hard to win a baseball game that way. Be sure to take the time to thank all of our game sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. For a complete list of all of our sponsors, log on to our website at www.1041theranch.net. And once again, I want to say hello to all those listening online and our website here this evening. Glad to have you along. As Gordonsville leads at 10-0 as we go to the 4th. If they can manage to keep Jackson County from scoring any more runs for 2 more innings, the game would be over because of the 10-run rule. It won't end this inning, though. It'll be Courtney McQuiston, followed by Destiny Breedlove and Tiffany Kellum. That's who's doing up for Jackson County, as McQuiston, the left fielder, steps into the batter's box to face Shelley West. Here's the pitch. It was high as she swung at it. Strike 1. I mean, that was forehead high. She swung at it. Count goes to 0-1. West looks in, hits the spine. Here's the pitch. Another high heat and swung on again. Strike 2. Count goes to 0-2. Timeout has been called by the umpires. He wants to sweep off home plate. When you see this happen, when a team starts swinging at everything like that, it shows that they're feeling a bit pressured. They're feeling like they're down 10-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled into the backstop. Count remains at 0-2. In other words, they're pressing. It's what's happening here with Jackson County. Trying to make things happen. Count remains at 0-2 on Courtney McQuiston. McQuiston will step back in to face Shuffley West. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing on is popped up. Ready getting under it for the out. So McQuiston pops out to first base. As Kevin Ray, the first baseman, takes about 3 steps to her left and makes the play. 1 out. Destiny Breedlove now, the pitcher for Jackson County, will come up the bat. She had grounded out back in the first, her previous at bat. Jackson County has yet to get a hit. They do have 1 base runner on a walk. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled into the backstop. Strike 1 to Destiny Breedlove. Shelley West had a no-hitter Monday against Clay County. That's 12-0 win. She has yet to give up a hit today. Down to 0-1 to Breedlove. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a shot to single. That's the first hit out to center field. So Breedlove will get a base hit. A 1-out single into center. That ends up the no-hit bid. And Valerie Cowan feels the ball and throws it in quickly. We're going to get a pinch runner. I didn't get the number. And they're wearing black numbers on a blue top, so it's going to be very difficult to pick out a number. But there's a pinch runner out there for Jackson County. Tiffany Kellum, the catcher, will come up to bat now. Number 3, she struck out back in the second, her previous at bat. As soon as I can pick up a number on that base runner, I'll let you know. They only have numbers on the backside of their jersey. So They'll tell him to face west. Here's the pitch. Pops up. Griffin getting under it at second and makes the play. And Keller pops out to second. 2 down. Whistle bring Tiffany Kirby, the second baseman, number 22, up to bat for Jackson County.
To bat, Tiffany Kirby, on deck, Raymond Russ.
2 down for Jackson County here in the top half of the fourth. They do have a runner at first. Here's the pitch by Shelby West. It's a called strike right down the middle. Still waiting for that base runner to turn her back to the active keep number. Counts 0-1 to Tiffany Kirby. Here's the pitch by West. And that's going to be fouled over the first base dugout. Strike 2. Count goes to 0-2 with 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Kirby steps back into the box. Okay, well, I still can't see the number. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a ball outside. Count goes to 1-2. Let's see if I can pick it up. That's number 3. I think it's number 3. As I check my roster, I don't have a 3. It's a 7. I'm sorry. That's Olivia Bean. And the next pitch is a strike. Tiffany Kirby will strike out for a tie to the side. And so Jackson County gets no runs in the top half of the fourth. It's still 10-0 Gordonsville. You're listening to the Game of the Week.
On 104.1 The Ranch.
Have a new prescription you need filled? Need a refill on your current medications? Trust Hackett's Discount Drugs to fill your order correctly every time, to assist you with insurance questions, and to explain the medicines to you, including any warnings or precautions. Hackett's Discount Drugs, 70 Dixon Springs Highway in Carthage, or refills calling
On every bottle is your name.
WUCZ Carthage. This is a special sports presentation of the Sports Cruise of AM 1350 and 104.1 The Ranch.
And now back to the ballpark for more of today's game with Jim West, The Ranch.
And Gordonsville losing by a score of 10-0 over Jackson County in this region championship game. It looks like the pitchers run right along here. Katie Stillsmith, right fielder, will come up to bat. Katie's 0 for 2, 10-0 Gordonsville. Trying to get some insurance runs here. Here's the pitch by Breedlove. And it's going to be inside ball 1. The count to Katie Stillsmith goes to 1-0. Okay, Steele's defeating Marion County by a score of 11-7. Is the latest we have. I'll give you more about that in a second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Make that 2-0. It skips across the plate. Yep. I'm getting an update here as we speak. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
11-7, one out in the bottom of the 7th.
All right. They're in the 7th inning, and South Creek's up 11-7 over Marion County. Thank you for the update.